What's up, you guys? So, like, the reason why, like, I be lining myself up all the damn time, like, when you realize that you're, like, on Instagram all the time, you're on social media, like, you gotta be able to look and feel your best, you know what I mean? And, like, I always be, like, hella, like, particular about, like, how my lineup looks, even if it's sharp, you know what I mean? As I'm doing the videos. And then I just like to touch my lineup up, you know what I mean, throughout the process, throughout every single day. Today, I'm gonna show you guys on just like how like I actually live, you know what I mean? Like I be living, like people would be thinking that I'm just like in the shop cutting hair all day. And people be thinking that I'm just like, you know what I mean, or I'm at the house all day and I'm not cutting. Like my clients be thinking that I'm just sitting in Tahiti or some shit and I don't really work on shit, you know what I mean? So just like showing you guys like how like I really live, you know what I mean? I'm waking up doing coaching calls, sales calls, Facebook ads, you know what I mean, email automation, you know what I mean, sales funnels for my online marketing for the business, you know what I mean. So like what I'm gonna be doing right now is like you know what I mean, right now it's 3 o'clock and like it's some of the most, like being an entrepreneur is some of the most weird hours, you know what I mean. Like I was talking about with my assistant last night, like we were literally getting work done at 1 in the morning. Like I was and I was talking about brainstorming, you know what I mean. Like we have things that I have to do, things that, you know what I mean, that she gotta do, you know what I mean? And just like a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, that like I got so many notebooks of brainstorming. And I've learned that being an entrepreneur is all about brainstorming and planning and then taking action, you know what I mean? And so today, like literally, I've just been, you know what I mean? I did sales calls today, I did coaching calls today. I literally, while I was doing sales call and coaching calls, I was literally FaceTiming people and then driving to the store, you know what I mean? Because I had to get a new charger for my MacBook because, you know what I mean, it died and it didn't work no more. And then like I was this person's content and that's how I want to market myself. And so, you know what I mean, the social media is a big thing that like adds a workload to me. As well as, you know what I mean, the courses, you know what I mean, the coaching, the mentorship, the one-on-one strategy calls, all those things are just, you know what I mean, adds a workload to me. I stay in the gym, you know what I mean? You know, I've been eating better, like me, like being able to just do all those things. Now my lifestyle has changed than from a year ago, you know what I mean? I would say like a year ago, I was like 90% barber and 10% entrepreneur, you know what I mean? But now it's more like it's 70% entrepreneur and 30% barbering. My schedule is so freed up that now it's made me become more disciplined to now set schedules and work and be micromanaged. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be a great entrepreneur, you got to learn how to micromanage yourself. And as you know, I go on this sales call, you know what I mean? I'm trying to give him a business plan and a strategy to go about how to either gain more clients, better his skills, you know, grow a social media following, make more money. And I'm ultimately selling my services as well and letting him know that I can take him, you know what I mean, to the promised land, you know what I mean? Like I have, you know, plenty of testimonies, I have plenty of students that have seen results from my mentorship and the result myself, you know what I mean? I've had, you know, I'm a student go from, you know, $600 a week to $1,000 a week. I had a barber who went from $100 a week to $500 a week in just a span of 8 weeks. I actually love doing these calls. I love doing the coaching and mentoring. I love doing the courses because it's just something that I'm able to like give back to the barbers in exchange for creating a business. You know, I had a mentor student. I told him, I said, when you win, I win. So you winning means so much to me. And that is something that's very powerful beyond, you know what I mean, just money. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this dude a phone call. And sometimes they, you know what I mean, it's I'm a little bit late, so let's see if he's available. Hello, can I speak with Tyler? This is Zay The Barber.
Oh yeah, I'm right here.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you from SAC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. It's like I think like the second or third person I call from SAC. That's what's up. So tell me about what you've been up to today.
Nothing. I just came back from school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it really.
Okay, you in high school?
No, I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade. Oh shoot. That's what's up. So you 13.
Yep.
Okay, that's, you know, I started when I was 13.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I started my dad, you know, didn't want to, you know, give me no money for the haircuts, and neither did he want to cut my hair. And he gave me some clippers, and that's how I started to learn, just learning on my shit. Doing so far as just cutting wise.
So like, I usually get like maybe like
And then, and how many clients are you cutting right now, like as far as just like weekly? And what would you say is like your predominant like clientele, like as far as like what ethnicity, what hair texture and all that?
Yes, coarse hair, definitely. My school, then.
And then, and what would you say is like some of the problems that you're facing right now as far as, and how many did you say you were cutting a week right now?
Oh, a week, probably maybe about 2 people a day, maybe 3.
Okay, and so then that's maybe about like maybe say 5 to 10 people a week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So one of the things like I want to go over today. So we actually like have like a lot of things to talk about that and things that we're gonna have to redo this week. So with the Instagram ads and for the Facebook ads, they you know the testimony that you had.
Yeah.
So they don't actually unless it's to just make things more simpler. Like a lot of it was kind of very complicated to where it's like when somebody's looking through a mobile device, if they see a whole bunch of text and they don't see a video, it's gonna immediately, you know what I mean, get somebody to exit the page, you know what I mean, to exit, you know what I mean, and not actually, you know what I mean, look at the information. You probably want to be able to tell some of this information to them after they get on a call with you. It's a lead for you to just, and what I also added on there is I honestly added like a scarcity, scarcity and urgency of them to take action. And here's what I want you to do with your pricing, okay? So what I put on there for him is I said, if we could create, you know what I mean, after you have the, you know what I mean, just be like, okay, well, normally I charge $225 for this service. Today you're gonna get it for $175. They get it for the first time, you got them hooked, just like a haircut. They like their haircut, they come back. I mean, I always say this, when it comes to sales, it's because it's a sales call. When it comes to sales calls, you always want to build rapport. You always want to ask questions and listen and let them talk.